guess what? Whoops. We are... Guess who's back? Back again. Adam's back. Tell a friend. Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Guess who's back? That's me. All right. What do we got cooking? Let's start this fresh. Still working on some levels and whatnot. Here we'll bump the music down just a hair and see if that fixes. All right, let's play. It's no fun not doing anything. All right. Let's do this. All right, so Amateur Hour Arcade. What is it? Can I play with it? Can I play with madness? See, I've set everything up so that way it works this way, and then obviously when I stand up, my mic is in my face, right? Okay, so the main idea behind the Amateur Hour Arcade, which is me, is trying to get a... Here, I'm going to get in my stance so that way you can see me. You know, one thing that really I got frustrated with is, you know, not getting to wizard mode, not getting far enough. Like I could get pretty far in like Wizard of Oz and Lord of the Rings and things like that, but it was like, you know, Valinor is like always out of reach, right? So I found that, you know, what I wanted to do was promote the idea that it's okay to turn your settings on to extra easy just to get a feel for the game, right? And not feel like you're cheating, you know? I mean, heck, put it on 5 balls. I put extra balls on easy because I want to learn the angles. I want to, you know, figure this out. In addition to that, just, you know, promoting playing for fun, you know, trying to figure out the best way to, you know, to make things work. So, all right. So here we have Iron Maiden, beautiful game, came out about a year ago, and there are a lot of things. Hey, it's me. You found me. Thank you for the raid. I appreciate it. So yeah, so we were talking before about 1080. So my stream is in 1080 60, and you know, I mean, it's got a specific look. I like it. Anywho, so with and yeah, thanks again for thanks again for stopping in and chatting. This is fun, right? So with Iron Maiden, there are like Wizard of Oz, like Willy Wonka, like the part of the reason why I really like this game is I love Lord of the Rings, and I find that this game is like Lord of the Rings 2.0. There are a lot of things about it that remind me of Lord of the Rings, just the way the modes progress and the wizard modes play out and things like that, and it can get overwhelming for a new player. So, you know, what I've done is really try to focus on what it is I want to do, all right? And, you know, I always try to focus on, you know, you've got basic skills and things like that, but like, all right, I want to get to wizard mode. It's very satisfying to do that. I've been able to get to some of the mini wizard modes. I've been able to get to 2 Minutes to Midnight. I've been able to get to Cyborg. But I haven't been able to get to Battle of the Beast yet. Now, I've only had this game for about a week. I played it a bunch in the arcades, of course, but I wanted to, you know, let's get there. So one thing that I utilize is prioritizing, right? So what is it that I need to get to the Beast? To get to the Beast, I need to get a super jackpot in Mummy. I need to start Cyborg. I need to get a super jackpot in Trooper, and then I also need to start 2 Minutes to Midnight. So when I'm playing the modes, I have to remind myself, like, for that goal to battle the beast, the modes don't matter. I need to, just like in Lord of the Rings, you don't have to finish the modes to get to Valinor. I don't think you just have to start them. which is how this game is even harder than Lord of the Rings. So, all right, so enough talking. Let's just play a bunch of games. I like doing certain tutorials and things like that, but I think for the first couple streams, I'm just gonna play and chat and have fun. And everybody, whether if you're on the East Coast, it's probably lunchtime. If you're elsewhere, maybe it's breakfast time, maybe it's dinner time. I was just talking to a guy, a client. So I'm in my studio, and I was just talking to a client in Australia, which is, oh my gosh, it is. The time difference is crazy there. They wanted to set up a conference call at 6 o'clock in the morning, and I was like, it was either 11 o'clock at night or 6 o'clock in the morning, and they had texted me at 10:30 when I was already going to sleep. So, all right, let's play. Let's see how far we can get, and let's see if we can get some people in the chat saying hi. If you aren't already following, hit that follow button. I appreciate it. For this game, for my purposes, because I have to start all the modes, the skill shot that I think is the most important is just the standard skill shot, because it gives you an Eddie letter, which helps you start your modes. So I'm just going to play until somebody pops up, and if you have a question, if you want to chime in, I'm okay with that. I was saying before that I really like playing. I really like playing with the. I like playing with Rime of the Ancient Mariner as my song, because I know that if I can get to this part in the song, I've been playing okay. It's not a 3-minute game, right? Okay, missed the skill shot, which is fine. The skill shot tends to become a lot more, and you know what? I haven't even played my warm-up games. The skill shot tends to really come into play later in the game, when you're locked out of some of the easier Eddie letters. If you're listening, let me know how it sounds. Another thing about prioritizing is keeping the ball safe. And I was kind of talking about, not playing modes. And believe me, it's a challenge sometimes to not play the modes, or at the very least, play them a little more safely than I would normally. When this game first came out, Rime of the Ancient Mariner was the bane of my existence, because it seemed like every time I started it, I couldn't get the second ball. And the other reason why I really like playing with easier settings is, you end up playing a little bit longer, All right, let's see if we can get I thought we got the addable on there. Nope. All right. It's gonna take me a while to figure out how I want to. Oh, good. It is a little late. I wasn't sure. All right. It's gonna take me a little while to warm up. So. All right. So for now, I will ignore the chat until somebody pops in and says hi. All right. We really gotta do our warm up, don't we? The last game I played yesterday, I got 5. Hey, how's it going? I am back. I did it. I finally. Hey, whoa. Hey, wait. We got a chat train, right? Yeah. I've been out of the loop. I was streaming a lot up until maybe about 2 years ago, and then I hit a funk. I had a lot going on, and it's funny to think that here we are, 2 years later, and I'm finally back. So let me know how it's looking, how it's sounding, and it is good to be back with all my virtual friends, right? That's what my wife says all the time. I say, I don't really have a lot of, I've got some friends that play with, so I'm in Columbus, Ohio, with the likes of, I play with Brian Shepard, who is one of the IFPA, he is an IFPA statistician, I think, and of course Trent Augustine, who sold me this machine. Trent is a dude and a half. One of the first games I ever got, I got from Trent many years ago. So it is good to be back. Yeah, it just makes me feel good, you know, being back playing and whatnot, you know, and just family stuff, and it happens. But I'm back. I'm gonna read the chat in 1 second. Let's trap up. And what a great game to come back on, right? Yeah, I debated back and forth what I wanted for my art, and I found this background when I was doing Johnny Mnemonic. I use this background for Johnny Mnemonic. Backbox and player cam is perfect. Playfield can get choppy. Okay. Yeah, I'm seeing that now. Huh. Interesting. Okay. That's good to know. Let me try, let me get out of full screen and see what else I got open here. If that might. Yeah, see, I'm running, you know what it is I'm running up against, against a little CPU. My CPU is kind of maxing out. So here's what I'm going to do is I'm just going to bring up the chat, and I'll put this here, and I think if I hide that, that will probably, let's see, let's try that. That might increase my, might increase it a little bit. We'll see. Yeah, I've still got some kinks to work out. So it's, you know, I want to stream at 1080 60, but the computer that I wanted to stream with, hey, how's it going? Yeah, the computer that I wanted to stream with is not cooperating with OBS. Yeah, you know, it's funny because I have, you know, I've got plenty of computers. You know, so I work in video production, and we have like a lot of really powerful computers. But the one, the most powerful one that I think could really handle this, isn't cooperating. So I minimized a couple things to see if I can maximize the quality there. So we'll see. You know, and part of the choppiness maybe is I'm figuring out what 1080 settings work the best for me. So it could be. So what I was talking about before about prioritizing getting to Beast is the Hallowed Be Thy Name is the bane of my existence. And so that's one mode that well, and for that matter, so is Icarus, right? But I basically just have to ignore ignore that mode. Because I'm not going for soul charge right now. You know, honestly, I almost started going for Hallowed. I almost didn't even take my advice. See if we can get a ball here. Oh, yes! I find that if I can get the first add-a-ball, the second one is not as hard. I've had a couple 4-ball mummies. All right, how are we doing? Is it looking less choppy? Because I definitely noticed that my CPU was getting a little overwhelmed. That happens to me every time. I get like 1 or 2 letters away. Wow, 10 people. Hey, this is like, when I was in between streaming, Pinball, I was doing a lot. I was streaming. Yeah, I figured. I think my CPU was just getting overwhelmed because I'm streaming 1080-60, which is like, I got to do it. And I don't even know what I was gonna say. It doesn't matter. Oh yeah, when I was streaming our arcade games, I was getting like nobody. Like nobody wants to watch arcade games. You stream Pinball at lunchtime. That's when everybody shows up. Hey, thanks for the follow, TotoBN74. 74 is a great number. TotoBN. If I was playing Wizard of Oz, that would be great. Toto's great, right? All right. This multi-ball reminds me of like the 2 tower multi-ball, in how I'm in the jackpots, and yeah. Again, part of the reason why I love this game is to me it's Lord of the Rings 2.0. You know. Yeah. Thanks again, Toto, for the follow. You are my first follow after. Really stepping up the game here. Let's all right, so we have the super jackpot. So we have the super jackpot. So rather than this is the pro, and I picked it up from Trent at Tilt Amusements, who is in my my pinball league. I just picked it up from him like about a week ago. And honestly, I've played the premium. We have a premium on location here, and I don't like the rules for Mummy Multi-Ball where you have to shoot it up the ramp. Mainly because I'm really bad at that ramp shot, right? All right, let's hit a shot. Let's start rhyme. Come on. probably the most, I'd say the most satisfying shot in here is that left spinner shot, followed secondly by the ramps. That's I'm not super concerned with this mode. I don't want to. It's not as important as it is to just keep moving. Yeah. So the difference is, the difference is for Mummy Multi-Ball, you don't shoot. You don't shoot that. You don't shoot the top ramp. Everything in Mummy goes to the center ramp. So, yeah, which is fine. Honestly, from a cool standpoint, it's actually, I like the toys on the premium LE. We really need that shot. Oh well. All right, what are we looking at? I should have stopped talking when I'm playing Mummy. Mummy is like the one thing that really is standing in my way from getting to Beast. Yep. So the two eddies are not there. There's two. Basically, it's missing. Let's see if I can stop the ball here. So there's no pass through on the left ramp. The captive ball on the premium. It turns into like a rocket. Basically, the ball drops in there and you shoot it out. So and those two things are basically connected. And then only 3 legs on the cabinet. Yeah, I know. So yeah, and then is it worth the money? Maybe. Here's the thing: I'd be willing to pay the money for the premium, except I just don't like. I don't like having to shoot the left ramp for Mummy. Oh yeah, and then there's 3 big differences. There's the pass-through with the sarcophagus, or the pass-through with the tomb or whatever it is over there, the sarcophagus thing, and then the ramp flips up and down. And that's another reason why I don't like the premium, is that the ball at the beginning of a mode, the ball shoots out. So. But that said, like honestly, I'm gonna be adding. You can buy all the toys. So for a lot less than a premium, you can add the toys, and then you just don't have to deal with a lot of the other BS that. If you don't like the gameplay, I like the toys. I don't like the gameplay. So. Yeah. They call that a promium. All right. So with my cameras, so I'm in my studio. With my cameras, I thought about going, especially with my player cam, I thought about going, a little more stylized. I think I'm a little too red, but hey, whatever. Yeah. A Range Rover? Why would I want to buy a Range Rover? Oh yes, yes. Yeah. Believe me, part of the reason why I stopped streaming was my the ceiling, the roof in my game room started leaking, and of course the what's above that is a is our deck. So basically, I had to replace a deck and a roof. We had to get the deck torn up and do the roof, and it was, you know. And then I was going through a lot of other stuff. I was a new dad. I lost my dad. You know, I'm already prone to depression. So you know, it's funny. It just made me not want to stream anymore. It made me, you know, really reclusive. So yeah, no. I turned the contrast up, and I probably shouldn't have. You want to know what mode I've never finished? Icarus. Because I just cannot consistently hit those ramps. I can hit them. It takes me a couple times. So what I'm working on right now is, I know I need to get back into Mummy. Nope. I'll back off that. I wanted to make it look cool, and so I you know, turned it up, but whatever. Cool, man. We're getting all sorts of people here. All right. What else do we need? All right. So we need 7 more ramps. Orbits are good. Let's start Mummy. Actually, start Aces High. Another thing that I did on here that really helps me is instead of replays, I turned Add-a-Ball on. So and you might say to yourself that you'd be, so I'm tempted to try to get all the jackpots, but I use these multi-balls. You know, obviously Mummy and Trooper are important for the to get the letter, the Eddie letter, or the Eddie card. But I like to use these to work on my ramps. Of course, I'm tempted. What do we got cooking? Oh yeah, so sorry, it's Extra Ball. So it's funny because in the olden days, Extra Ball, when you would win an Extra Ball, they call it Add-a-Ball, and now Add-a-Ball has come to mean Add-a-Ball in multi-ball. So all right, so we're down to 4 ramps. Mummy is almost ready. We only have 1 more mode, so I'm gonna start Mummy. Oh wait, no, I can't earn letters in Mummy. Well, let's start Mummy because I know that Mummy is what's gonna. Mummy's good is what will stop me from getting to Beast. How many more switches we got? Ugh, 30 more switch hits. Feel my hands clamming up. No. All right, so we got one more jackpot. Now it's gonna take forever to get back there, but hey, whatever. One thing I've been trying to do is use that upper flipper to get mummy hits. It's really good to be back, y'all. Let me know if you want more music, or more voice, or less voice. Don't know why you would want to hear from me, but hey, I'm an open kind of fella. I don't believe that Oh, the other thing I'm experimenting with is playing like Lyman and Rick Stetta, like getting right down and watching the shots. It's kind of amazing if you get really stuck on a shot that you can't make. I found that getting right down on the flipper works for me, might not work for you. But getting right down on the flipper seems to help. Do we have Trooper? We do have Trooper, okay. Whoa. Double danger. Woo! All right. See how long we're streaming. Not too long. All right, next ball, I'm going to take my sunburn away. I'm looking at it thinking, oh gosh. All right, what? Do I want to start? I'm going to have to work on ramps. I'm curious about what I was gonna say what oh, one more ramp. That's okay. We got another ball. I was gonna see what, so I'm at a level 3 mystery. What would a level 3 mystery give me? I don't know. We should find it. I wonder if I think you keep your level. Yes, thank you. All right, this is the point that Eddie letter really comes into play. I should have practiced more, but hey, what are you gonna do? Oh wait, I said I was gonna fix myself, right? Properties. Wait. Yep. Filters. Turn the saturation down a little bit. Or we could do that. Ah, that's close enough. We could shift it. Well, all right. I think that's better. Yeah, whatever. Okay. I should have really practiced this skill shot. All right, so we got 2 more letters. It's the point that you want to keep your focus. Don't lose focus, Adam. I lost focus. It still looks a little red. Yeah, that's my problem. We'll turn the saturation level way down. There. Okay, let's do this for real. All right. Are you afraid of the dark? Yes, good. Me too. Now, I'm going slightly against my own recommendation and actually trying to play this mode. But it's just so much fun. I don't need much time. I think once I get out of this mode, I'll start Cyborg. I think. But yeah, I've got 2 minutes to midnight lit. So we'll just mess around with it a little bit. Could get a level 2 card. Let's see if we can. Hey, level 2. That's okay, I don't want it anyways. So one thing I don't understand is with ramps active, what do I need to do? Yeah, I think I needed the ball. Wasn't sure if I'm supposed to. That's happened to me before where I'm like 1 shot away. I'm like 1 shot away from Cyborg, and then it's just not. It doesn't finish. So I bet. bet you need to like hit it one more time or something. All right, let's not drain. Let's not drain. All right, what are we missing? Ramps. What are we missing again? Oh, yeah, we have to hit the... Yeah, it was weird. So I had everything done, and then the ramps were blinking, and it was like it was waiting for something. Yeah, so like once I come out of Cyborg, I'm just not gonna worry about it. So the ramps were yellow. It was finished, and both times it was like, did I need to hit another ramp? Like, it didn't have any number on it. It was like, maybe I need to collect the power feature. I don't know. Yeah, then you'd think it would be lit, right? I knew that was gonna happen. Same thing. Yeah, like Mummy. I was so close to Mummy. Oh well. Should be new GC. You reply to this. So almost an hour. See how long it's been streaming. I think you need to hit the jackpot shot to collect the ring. Oh, okay. Hit the jackpot shot up here. Then it would be lit. So, okay. Yeah, I'm never sure. Like, you know, it's like, I know, like, okay, well, you know, I know I need to hit X amount of, you know, whatever. And then it's always like, you know, targets collected, blah, 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 collected, right? So, I have to hit the mystery shot to collect. Oh, I see power. Okay, okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. Okay. Okay, cool. Oh. Loot Sandman, I didn't catch you. Loot Sandman, thanks for the follow. I didn't see that you had followed. All right. So we let's play one more game. And we'll go from there. That was a potentially half-an-hour game. I like that. All right. All right. Let's work on mummies. Let's like only do mummy this time around. Only focus on mummy. Work on mummy. I can work on mummy in a mode, right? Except for a multiple mode. So you have to, in order to get a power feature, you have to collect the power jackpot. So if it's lit, if the power jackpot is lit, in order for me to get that feature, I have to collect the power jackpot. Okay. Which makes sense because that's then, you know, if you're you know, right now I've got what, a 1x jackpot, yeah, and then if I can start another one, spinners should be starting here shortly. Yeah, there we go. I saw that going. I decided not to save it. What am I going to say? What do you want me to do? All right, focus up. Not a good start. I have a big debate internally as to whether I like having the that third ball, whether I should get that third ball moving, or because it feels like whenever I wait for it, for my ball to drain, I can, like here, if I can make that ramp shot, I'll be good. But, I very rarely can pull off that. Hey. Thanks again for everybody tuning in. If you're not already following, hit that follow button. I'd appreciate it. Lets me know that it's worth. So like I was saying before, I really want to get a Mummy Super Jackpot. So I'm really only working on Mummy right now. That's okay. Time to play for real. So we've got two. So spinners are blinking. If I hit the power jackpot, spinners are complete. Okay, yeah. So that you're right. That's what I got to do. I just once I complete it, I just need to collect it. Thank you. That is why I do this. Come on. Do I have a mummy lock? I think. Nope. That is the lock. All right. This is the wind down game anyways. Oh wait, I already got it lit. That last game was so long. It's like after a really long game, you kind of lose a lot of momentum. Come on. The other shot I really want to practice is the super jackpot shot. All right. Last game, and I appreciate everybody hanging out. We'll wrap things up here nicely. Oh my gosh. If I missed any. Thanks for the follow. Or I can't read it. Wormer. It's too small on the screen. Let's see if I can make it bigger. Wormer. Yeah. Well, thanks. Don't know how long ago you did that, but I appreciate it. I appreciate you. I appreciate everybody. I appreciate Stern. I appreciate Tilt. I appreciate... I don't know what else I appreciate. Right? Everything. We might as well start flight. A little more motivation to shoot the ramps, right? So I'm thinking about changing out some of the songs on here. I really like Power Slave. I enjoy listening to come on. I enjoy listening to Rhyme because I know that if I can get through that, I know I've been having a really good game. Yeah. So satisfying when you can hit the ramp. I am doing terribly. That's why I decided to stream only for an hour at a time. Because at a certain point you get fatigued. Pin Stadium. Hello, Pin Stadium. Hey, if you're in the chat, Pin Stadium, I'm in Columbus. I know you're in Cincinnati. Got this game recently from Trent. Ohio, all the way, right? As I was telling some other people in chat, I've been out of the game for a couple years, just kind of, you know, had some family stuff going on. Had a hard time finding motivation and energy and whatnot. Yeah, Trent is great. I know Trent is a major motivator behind getting Pin Stadium up and running. So he's a good dude. But yeah, I mean, I've been in league with him for about 5 years now, and he really, you know, he was the first person who really invited me to a league, and really cool dude. Just a really cool dude. So you missed it. I played like a half an hour, 45-minute game. And now I'm slowly wearing down. But you know what I have to do? I have to get some Pin Stadiums for this game. I find that it's I find Pin Stadiums are it makes streaming a lot easier. So, you know, I have a, you know, nice lighting setup. I like the way that my lighting setup works with streaming, but I feel like if I had Pin Stadiums, it would be that much easier. So in addition to making the game look amazing, it helps you stream. So buy Pin Stadiums, Orion's belt, and you know, eye melt flashers, whatever, you know, everybody buy them. I'll read your chat in 1 second. What do we got? There we go. Yeah. Hey man, sometime we'll run into each other sometime. Like I said, I've been just out of the loop for so long. I want to get back in, start playing all the leagues and whatnot. What am I doing? Just flipping around. You know what? I want to get one more jackpot. Oh, of course. Fine. I want Mummy anyways. You know, I'm gonna come check out was it Cincinnati that's coming up? Is it this fall? I like Marvin, who ran the Ohio show. The Ohio show, I feel like Ohio desperately needs a good show. And ideally one in Columbus, but centrally, like, think about it. You want an Ohio show, so you got to centrally locate it. This is going nowhere. So I'll be, yeah, I'm gonna check out Cincinnati because I don't know. It just wasn't, I wasn't impressed with the Ohio show. Now, it's getting better, especially with the cleat pin, with the tournament. You get a good tournament going. Should be fun. Let's see. I love that little loop. I try to hit it as often as I can. It just feels good. But it seems like I always hit the little loop when I want the super jackpot, and I hit the super jackpot when I want the little loop, right? Everybody, don't forget to check out Pin Stadium. Probably the best mod you can, probably the best mod you can do to any game. Any game, Yeah. Color DMD. You can put on, you can only put on DMD games. You can't put color DMD on here. You can't put a color DMD on a hard body, for instance, but you sure as heck can put Pin Stadiums on a hard body. Am I right? So once I finish this, I'll be shooting tomorrow, but I'm hoping to stream maybe tomorrow about 1 or 2 Eastern. So I've got this game in my studio where I work, and so I figured, hey, if I could play a couple games during lunch, should be fun. Saw that coming. I didn't care. Six. Let's get I'm gonna ignore how it be their name, see if I can get Mummy started back up to help me with ramps. Nope. Hey, what are you gonna do? All right, well, I appreciate everybody visiting today. I'm gonna head out, but one of the big things I believe in is positive mental attitude, positive mental health, positive attitude towards mental health. And that's probably the biggest reason why I stopped streaming was I just was really struggling with a lot of things, with my mental health, with depression. So I'm going to leave you with some PSAs, and everybody have a good day, be excellent to each other, and I will hopefully see you tomorrow. Take care.
When depression meets hope, everything can change. Give someone who's struggling the help they desperately need. Your support of the National Alliance on Mental Illness funds programs and support groups that can transform a life. Be a part of the NAMI effect. Hope starts with you.
Bad. You're worthless. Don't trust them. They'll hurt you. You're worthless. It's pointless.
When the pain of schizophrenia meets hope, everything can change. Help someone who is struggling by supporting the National Alliance on Mental Illness and be a part of the NAMI effect. Hope starts with you.
Man, I'm about to fly this thing myself. This autopilot is being crazy. I think it's bipolar or something.
Well, that makes two of us.
What's that?
I have bipolar disorder, and I'm your co-pilot. You and me have been flying a long time, and I know you don't think I'm crazy, but you might want to watch what words you toss around.
Wow, this guy in 7A is crazy. He just ate his 12th bag of nuts. He is nuts. I mean, leave some for the rest of us.
Crazy, huh?
Yeah, he was crazy hungry, I guess.
Is this crazy?
Yes, that was crazy.
How's about this? How about that? Was that crazy?
Yeah, I've got to admit, that was pretty crazy.
Wrong. Nobody's crazy. Using those kind of words alienates people, makes them feel like it's them against the world. Plenty of us got mental health conditions, but that doesn't mean we're crazy.
Wow, I never thought about it like that. You know what? I'm gonna go give the guy in 7A some more nuts.